Hello, my friends. This is Maggie. We are going to do something. This is Masterboard Monday, but we're going to do something a little bit different today. When I first started junk journaling, I guess now it's been more than a year and a half. I saw a video because I love watercolors. I don't want to present this in the wrong light because I am not a watercolor artist. I dabbled in watercolors for fun and relaxation. Didn't take any classes. I watched a lot of YouTube videos and so forth, but I am not by any stretch of the imagination an artist of watercolors or any other medium, to be perfectly honest. But I watched this video. I have no idea. I probably could find it if I searched for it, but I have no idea who it was by, but they were very passionate, I guess you'd say, about what they were doing. And they were encouraging others to be a little bit more free, I guess, with their creativity. And what they were doing was they were taking watercolors and they were simply taking any kind of watercolors. They don't have to be expensive. They can be dollar store. They can be from wherever you want to get them. And encourage you to just lay down colors on a piece of paper now, and then to just doodle over them. And the idea was kind of like you have all these patches of color, and then you make doodles in each patch of color, that are different than the one beside it. And you fill up that patch and then you go to the next one. Now I have some examples. I recently did this one. I did it with a little bit more brighter colors. And it was a 6x9 piece of paper. And I just did my patches of color, and then when it was dry, I cut it up into tags. I got one pocket and 3 tags. I thought there was, 4 tags. I thought there was at least another one. And so I was real happy with this. 3 tags, 4 tags in one pocket. And I put a notch in it so it would remind me that it is a pocket. From earlier, I had cut, these are much brighter colors overall, and I cut them into circles. I used my circle punch. And as you can see, there's different, even some of these colors have different patterns in them. You can do it however you want. And because I did this so long ago, it kind of looks like I may have had a boulder design running all through it, which further divided some of these patches of color. But you do not have to be an artist to do this. You don't have to have any skills with watercolors. Watercolors are very easy to use. You just simply use a brush, and those little water brushes are really, really nice. As a matter of fact, I was going to pull one of those out to use it, but I just happened to have this one on my desk this evening. For me, this is Saturday evening. This will be your Monday video. And so this is a lot of fun. I use these circles in decorations in several of my page embellishments and several of my journals after I learned to, not after I learned, but after I saw that video and started doing this. I would sit in the evening, and this is a very, very relaxing activity, just like collaging for masterboards. This is kind of the same way, except you're just using watercolor instead of paper for your collage. But there's no specific way to do it. Whatever colors you want to use are perfectly fine. And then you just make these little doodles in the patches of color. You can use a white gel marker on some of the darker colors like I did in this case. I don't know if you can see it. And then on these that I just did recently, I just used the black pen. They're just the micron pens. And did these doodles. And then you can put them in a journal. Where is my... This is the nursing journal. I'm not so sure that I would put them in this journal, just because the nature of it. But you just put them in a journal like this and glue them down like any other pocket. And put a tag in it. You can further embellish it to match the journal that you're working on. These would be great in like a whimsical journal or a wallflower journal where you have lots of color. So I started painting this one just to save some time. I don't want to draw this out way far. So I'm going to go ahead and continue making these. I just happen to be making little rectangles of sort this time, but I could be coloring circles, or I could be just painting odd shapes of things. So I'm going to just continue what I've been doing. My day was kind of crazy today. I had intended to get both of these videos done earlier today, but it just didn't work out that way. I had my my granddaughter a good part of the afternoon and early evening, which, you know, is such a joy to me. So I decided that once I was done visiting and things were a little bit more quieter, I would go ahead and move forward with this. And as I'm doing this, I am making some color swatches. I'm going the wrong direction. I got this turned the wrong way. All right. I thought that looked awfully familiar to me. So this is kind of a lilac color that I'm going to be using. And I am going to make a little swatch right here. This is a new little set that I treated myself to, because I'm wanting very much to get back into watercolors. I mean, I didn't paint anything fancy. I painted primitive landscapes and some flowers that were whimsical flowers, not detailed in any way. But I enjoyed it. I did it because I enjoyed it, not because I was trying to my light is kind of glaring off of this. I was doing it just for pure enjoyment and for the sake of learning something new, and I only learned the very basics, most of which I've forgotten because it's been so many years ago. Well, it hasn't been that many years ago, but about 6 or 7 years. And I haven't been doing it. Again, you do not need anything special to do an activity like this. You really don't. You go to the Dollar Tree and buy yourself some paints. Buy a set of children's paints, whatever. It does not have to be anything fancy. Just something to put some color down on a piece of paper. This is really, really pigmented. Oh, this is dark. I didn't realize it. I knew it was going to be dark, but what is this color called? Oh, charcoal. No wonder it's so dark. I don't want too much of this. And you can make your little swatches different sizes. They don't have to be uniform in any way. They don't have to be alike. You just do them however you want. Little swatch. I thought these pastel colors could really work in just about any journal. Dark rose is supposed to be the color on this one. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's a pretty color. I love the way when you put, oops, there's a piece of paper somewhere. I'm not worried about getting this on my mat because this is watercolor. It'll wash right off. When you add watercolor to water on paper, how the colors just kind of blend and run. Oh, I want to put a swatch of this down. I haven't swatched these, and so I'm just kind of doing it as I go. So if you're watching, if you've come to join me, I really do appreciate it. I hope that you'll like and subscribe, and leave me a comment. That's really important to me. You know, just a comment that says where you're watching from would be so super nice. And I will give you a shout out to let you know how much I appreciate you watching and leaving a comment. I appreciate your support in any way that you can feel comfortable doing it, giving it. I've been doing this now for a couple of months. It seems like my channel is growing kind of slowly, but I'll be honest, I don't know the reason for that. I don't know if there's something else I can do that's different. If you have any suggestions, I would be so open to those. Just be kind. But on the other hand, I'm really not worried about it. I'm enjoying making the videos, and I'm learning a lot. You know, I've learned some simple things about editing. There's a lot I would like to learn. I'm putting pages together, creating some pages for my husband's journal that I'm going to be doing, and I'm learning a lot from that. And I wouldn't be doing some of these things probably if I hadn't started this channel. So my desire is that you get something out of it in some way. Maybe some little bit of inspiration, or you're reminded of something that you enjoyed and haven't done in a long time, and know you would enjoy doing it again. You know, I wish I was the person with all the original ideas and everything. I kind of wish I was. Maybe I don't. I'm happy just to be me. You know, I'm really happy just to be me. And, you know, we always say, work with what you've got, work with what you've got. And if working with what you've got is working with who you are, then how is that any different than working with what you have on hand to make a journal? I'm trying to use what God has given me, and I really want to bless the people that hear my voice in some way, whether it be something I say or do, or just brighten your day a little bit. Like I've said before, I do pray for y'all. I don't know who you are necessarily, only a few. I don't know where you're watching at for the most part, or what kind of a need you may have. I don't know those things, but I know someone who does, and that's our Father in heaven. He knows where we all are, whether you trust him, and he's a main part of your life or not. He still knows. So I pray for y'all, and I pray that God will touch you where you're at, protect you, provide for you. Only he knows the needs. Oh, my little granddaughter is learning new sounds and putting her little voice to work every day. And she's learned to manipulate her own bottle, to get it in her mouth and hold it in the right position, and to pick it up if she drops it. Oh gosh. Her dad is very, very, well, her dad and her mom are very smart, very, very smart. And, okay, what do I want to do? I'll use some of this blue. And, her dad is also very athletic and physical. He played when he was growing up in Ireland, and as a young adult, he played many, many, many sports. And, she may be the same way, we don't know yet. She's too little to tell, but she's my little sweetheart. When I ask her, are you Grandma's sweetheart? She gets a great big smile on her face. Oh my gosh, like, I just love her to pieces. I don't know how I could possibly love her anymore, but every time I see her, I do. I love her a little bit more. Oh, I don't know how it's possible. I say that all the time. I know I've said that on this channel before, but I truly mean it. She's the best thing that's happened to us in a very long time. My husband passing away in 2024 and her being born at the beginning of 24, and this little one being born at the end of 24 makes her even more special to us. My husband left us at the beginning of the year, and this little sweetheart came at the end of the year. So there you go. We are blessed. I can't imagine what our life was like before she came into it. And my daughter and son-in-law, of course, say the same thing. So I do want to keep an eye on the time. So I hope that you will think about giving this a try. I really do. And you know, if you didn't want to, I guess you really even wouldn't have to doodle in it. You could just put colors down however you liked them and cut them up. Cut the paper up. I would use, this happens to be watercolor paper. I just have some left, so I'm using it. I believe these circles may have been done on cardstock, the heavier cardstock, but I can't guarantee that that's the case. I just wouldn't use, of course, a copy-weight paper or a lightweight paper because it's gonna, you know how water paper is when it gets wet. Even if it's getting wet with paint, it's not gonna like it very much. Well, this will be Friday's Father's Day for you if you're watching this on Sunday. You could be watching it on Monday, Tuesday, whenever you want to watch it. That's the beauty of YouTube. You know, you can watch it whenever. But happy Father's Day to all of the daddies. And I know a father is not typically a viewer of these kind of videos, but you never know. It could happen. So happy Father's Day. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so I made my... Oh no, you won't be seeing this tomorrow. You'll be seeing it on Monday. But the other video that I did, if you watch, you'll be seeing that tomorrow. So if you watch this on Monday, I hope that you had a lovely weekend, and that if there's a father in your life, a husband who's a father, a brother who's a father, that they have a wonderful Father's Day. I truly do. My son-in-law is the best father to this baby. He loves her so much. And he does everything for her that she needs to have done. So I'm very thankful for him. Okay, so I think I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna finish filling this in with color, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Be right back. Hi everyone, I'm back. So I finished putting my colors down, and I took my heat gun and dried it off. Now there might be still some areas that are not quite dry, but I can start making some doodles and show you what I mean. Oh, I've got an avalanche going on my desk again. It's kind of scary. So up here I'm just going to put little curly cues, or whatever you want to call them. And you can put whatever you want. You can just put dots, you can put little squares, which I probably will do in one of these. You can go whatever direction you want to go in. You can make them big or small, or a variety of sizes. And believe me, I can vouch for how relaxing that is. I don't want to get too relaxed right now because I'll fall asleep. So I'm just going to do a couple of areas just to kind of show you. I wish I knew how to bring my camera down closer. I should be able to zoom in, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. It's probably not very hard. So now this certainly gives a different look to whatever you're doing. I didn't like this color here. Put down too big of a splotch of it. You know, it adds a different look than just the papers, but I think it's really cool. And you know, by the time, if you want to embellish it with some fussy cuts or flower, or whatever, you know, you can do that, and I think it would look just really cute. I probably should have done that on some of these, but just so I could show you. Now this particular sheet of paper was a 9 by 12. That's a good size, I think, to do this on, but again, you do not have to have watercolor paper. You can use cardstock. And sometimes my doodles get a little wacky when I and if I have these micron pens in different colors, you could use different colors. You could use a thicker point, just whatever you want. Okay, so there's one. Okay, so let's do another one. I said these all are not perfectly dry. Let's maybe do one of these smaller ones. We have been getting rain at least part of the day, most every day here in Houston. And some thunder and lightning with that as well. I pray this year that we do not have a bad season for hurricanes. It was so devastating last year to so many places. I don't think a lot of places have even yet recovered from some of that devastation. So you can make squiggly lines or straight lines or circles or whatever you want. I like to do activities that are somewhat freeing. You don't need to worry about any rules. And just enjoy yourself. So I'm not talking not because I don't want to, I'm just relaxing and doing and playing. Now this is really just playing. Okay, maybe I could do one more. So I feel like I'm going to go to sleep on you if I continue this. So hopefully you get the idea. I don't think I need to do this whole board. Right now I will finish it and I will cut it up. But I hope you can see. I just did these little squiggles here and then these wavy lines with little dots, and now I'm just doing straight lines. So you can fill up each little patch however you would like to fill it up. Right? So that's all I'm going to do for now. I could sit here and just relax, and I may just do that after I finish up some of the things that I need to do before I go to bed, and really relax before I turn in. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment and like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And thank you for joining me today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye, everybody.